Hello everybody, this is Street Smart Kids and you can see some location has been changed today. Okay, what am I going to start today? I'm going to start a very powerful chapter. Now, powerful chapter in mathematics. Well, again I think a new concept. But don't worry, you've already done this kind of chapter. For example, I take a number like 2 and I write to the power 4. That means on top of 2, on the right hand side, if I write a number, it means 2 to the power 4. It means 2 is very, very powerful. But how many times? 4 times. That means I can write it as 2 will be multiplied 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. In order to write it in the form of power. Clear? Now it means 4 into 4, that means 16. So I can say that 2 to the power 4 means 16. We have already done these kind of chapters, but today I will be explaining it to you how such numbers, when are in combination of multiplication, division, addition, subtraction and many things, what happens, what are the rules and regulations of the powers. So this is my base, 2 is my base and 4 is my power. You can see the power. So that's it. Now there are some laws which we are going to learn about this. So let's get started with the different kind of laws. I will try to cover the laws in this one page so that it will be easy for you to understand. So my first law, take it down carefully. Let's take a number as A. A is a number. To the power m, if it is multiplied by a to the power n, where m and n are whole numbers, then we can write a, the powers will be added. Okay? Now what do you mean by this? Multiplication sign of m and n, but the powers will get added. This is my first law of powers or exponents, you can say. For example, if I write 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 4. Remember, these two base should be the same. If it is a 3, then this will not take place. The law will not be applicable. But it will be only possible if I write both the base as same. What do you mean by 2 to the power 3? Let's see. 2 into 2 into 2, we know this. This whole thing means this, isn't it? And 2 to the power 4 means 4 times 2, correct? This means this again. So, how many 2's have I written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means 2 to the power 7. This was easy because 3 and 4 are easily being added. I can just count it down. 3 and 4. So my rule comes from here that if the base is same and the powers are m and n, they are expressed in the form as 3 plus 4. Can you see 7 means 3 plus 4? Hence this law has been come from this fundamental. Because of this funda only you can write this. It's as simple as that. So suppose you forget why did I have written this, you can just narrow down your concept in this way. There's nothing to learn in mathematics, you have to understand. So this is what I have made you all understand. Clear? Okay, let's consider the next rule. Just like multiplication, a to the power m divided by a to the power n will be a to the power m minus n. Just division means minus. Multiplication means addition when the bases are same. Okay? Let's take an example. I am taking the same example. 2 to the power 7 divided by 2 to the power 3. Division sign, so the powers will get subtracted. I can write 2 to the power 7 minus 3. Now how did I get this? Suppose I don't remember this formula. I can write it as 2 to the power 7 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Divide by, I am dividing it 2 to the power 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Don't make this mistake which I have actually made. 3 times 2 will be written. Okay. Now, I am going to cancel the 2's. We have done like this in fractions. How many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 times 2 means 2 to the power 4. Okay. From this concept actually this division and multiplication can be found out. Alright. Here's a tip. If I write 2 to the power 3, it means 2 into 2 into 2, which is actually 8. 2 to the power 3 does not means 2 into 3. Please always remember this. They usually make a mistake by writing this. 2 to the power 3 means 2 into 3. Out of, hurriness. Don't do this. 2 to the power 3 means 2 is multiplied thrice, not 2 into 3. Okay? Remember this point. Alright. Now, let me do the next law. Let me remove this part. So, my third law says that a to the power m when is multiplied to a power of n, it means m and n will never be 0. It can be 0 actually. I will show you with that example also. A to the power m whole to the power m means a to the power m into n. Clear? This is my third rule. 2 to the power 4 twice. It means what? 2 to the power 4 into 2 to the power 4. That means 2 to the power 4 plus 4. That means coming as 2 to the power 8. So instead of going in this process, I can just write 4 into 2 is equal to 8. That is why this law has actually been applicable in this case. Okay. One point which I was telling you that m and n can be 0 or not. This is the next law which I am talking about. But before that, I hope this is clear to you that 2 to the power 4 when multiplied with the power 2, then the powers get multiplied. Here there were two separate base. Same base but with a multiplication of base made the power add. But here there is only one thing. So in this case what happens? They will get multiplied. Kindly remember the law. There is a difference between this law and this law. Here there is only one base. So the powers get multiplied. There were two bases. Hence the powers got added. The base is same but there were bases 2. Okay? Or 3. If you get a question like a to the power m into a to the power n into a to the power p or divided by a to the power r. If you get some sums like this, m, n, p, r, I'm just showing it to you. How will you write it in this form? In case of multiplications, powers get added. In case of division, this power will get subtracted, just as I showed you. So I can write it as a to the power m plus n plus p. And this power is below, so I will write a minus to this. Okay? This is a combination of first, second and third. I have not shown any third thing, but I will show it to you. Did you understand why I have done this? Because in case of division, whatever power is here, this will, when we put it on top, it will get minus. Okay? This is the three laws which I was talking about. My next law is very important. And what is that law? Suppose I get a sum, I write in a number actually. 3 to the power 4. Let's make it easy. What do you mean by 3 divided by 3? divided by 3 means 1. Correct? Let me tell you something. 3 divided by 3, if I write it in the power form. Power form means we know that 3 to the power 1 means what? 3 is only multiplied once. To the power 1 means multiplied only once, right? So 3 to the power 1, can I write it in this way? Yes, I can write it in this way. So this, if I write it in exponents form, like in this form, it means 3 to the power 1 minus 1. Because this power is in the denominator, as it will come up, it will be 1 minus 1, 3 to the power 0. 3 to the power 0 means 1. It means we can write that any number to the power 0 is 1. Correct? What do I mean by this? A to the power 0 is 1. Simple concept. That means 1 means 2 to the power 0, 3 to the power 0, 4 to the power 0 and so on. Any number to the power 0 will always be 1. So please look into these 4 equations. This 4 equation is a combination of the powers law. Out of these 4, there is one very important law. I don't have space, but I will still write down the 5th power. Very, very easy and simple power. If A has a power, all these powers we were dealing was with positive numbers. If I have a power of negative number, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. If A is to the power minus M, it means any power, if it is negative, I can write it as A to the power M. The numerator will become denominator with a positive power. In case of a number with a negative power, then it will become positive, but the numerator will become a denominator. Okay? For example, 2 to the power minus 4 can be written as 1 by 2 to the power 4. Okay? These are my first, second, third, fourth and fifth rule. Okay? I hope this is very, very clear. Let's solve some few sums and then the thing will be powerful and easy.